Ancient astronomers saw something in the sky over 2,000 years ago that changed the course of human history. But what they witnessed remains one of the greatest mysteries of all time. For centuries, we've been told the Star of Bethlehem was a miraculous sign from God. But what if I told you that modern researchers have uncovered evidence suggesting something far more extraordinary? Today, we're diving deep into one of history's most fascinating mysteries, one that combines ancient texts, astronomical data, and yes, even the possibility of extraterrestrial involvement. What you're about to learn might completely change how you view this famous biblical story. And trust me, this isn't just another recycled theory you've heard before. The story begins in ancient Judea, where according to the Gospel of Matthew, a mysterious light appeared in the eastern sky. This celestial phenomenon was so remarkable that it led a group of learned men, the Magi, on a journey of hundreds of miles across treacherous desert terrain. But here's where things get interesting. These weren't just any travelers. The Magi were skilled astronomers from what is now modern-day Iran. They were experts at reading the night sky, capable of distinguishing between normal celestial events and something truly extraordinary. Let's break down what makes this story so puzzling. First, this star behaved in ways that no normal star possibly could. According to the biblical account, it went before them and came to rest over the specific location where Jesus was born. Stars don't move like that. They don't hover over particular buildings. This brings us to our first major question. What kind of celestial object could possibly behave this way? Modern astronomers have proposed several natural explanations. Some suggest it was a conjunction of planets, when multiple planets appear to come close together in the night sky. In 7 BC, Jupiter and Saturn aligned 3 times in the constellation of Pisces. This rare triple conjunction would have certainly caught the attention of ancient astronomers. Others point to the possibility of a comet. Chinese astronomical records from around 5 BC mention a broom star, their term for a comet, that remained visible for over 70 days. Comets can appear to move across the sky in ways that might match the biblical description. But here's where both these explanations fall short. Neither planets nor comets can pinpoint specific locations on Earth. The biblical account specifically states that the star stood over where the child was. This detail has led some researchers to propose a more controversial theory. Could what the Magi saw have been something else entirely? Something not from our solar system? Before you dismiss this idea, consider these peculiar aspects of the story. The star appeared suddenly, and was apparently only noticed by certain observers. If it was a major astronomical event, wouldn't it have been recorded by other civilizations around the world? It moved in ways that defy our understanding of celestial mechanics. Stars don't change direction or stop over specific locations. It led the Magi with apparently intelligent purpose, guiding them first to Jerusalem and then to Bethlehem. This brings us to the ancient astronaut theory. Some researchers suggest that what the Magi witnessed might have been an unidentified flying object, one potentially using advanced technology beyond our current understanding. Now, I know what you're thinking. This sounds like science fiction, but let's look at some fascinating parallels in ancient texts. Throughout the Old Testament, we find descriptions of strange aerial phenomena. The prophet Ezekiel described a wheel within a wheel that flew in the sky. The Israelites were led through the desert by a pillar of cloud by day and a pillar of fire by night. These descriptions bear striking similarities to modern UFO reports. But there's another layer to this mystery that's even more intriguing. The Magi themselves. Who were these mysterious figures who could read such signs in the sky? The word Magi comes from the same root as our word magic, but these weren't mere magicians. They were likely members of the Zoroastrian priesthood, skilled in astronomy, mathematics, and what we might today call the occult sciences. Their journey would have taken them across roughly 800 miles of difficult terrain. That's not something you do on a whim. They must have seen something truly extraordinary to undertake such a journey. Let's examine the historical context. The time period around Jesus' birth was one of great anticipation. Multiple cultures were expecting significant events based on their astronomical calculations. The Jewish people were awaiting their Messiah. The Romans had their own prophecies about a great ruler who would emerge from Judea. Could this celestial event have been timed to coincide with these expectations? If so, by whom? And for what purpose? The plot thickens when we consider the gifts the Magi brought: gold, frankincense, and myrrh. These weren't random presents. Each had deep symbolic meaning in ancient cultures. Gold represented royalty, frankincense was associated with divinity, and myrrh was connected to death and resurrection. How did they know to bring these specific gifts? What made them so certain about what they would find? The story takes another mysterious turn when we consider King Herod's reaction. According to Matthew's account, Herod's own priests and scribes weren't aware of the star, despite it supposedly being visible enough to guide travelers from hundreds of miles away. This suggests whatever the Magi saw might have been visible only to them, or perhaps only to those who knew what to look for. This brings us to modern scientific analysis. Contemporary astronomers have used sophisticated computer programs to reconstruct the night sky as it would have appeared over Judea during this period. While they've identified several unusual astronomical events, none fully explain all aspects of the biblical account. Here's where we reach the heart of the mystery. We're left with three possibilities. The Star of Bethlehem was a documented astronomical event that was given religious significance by the writers of the Gospel. It was a miraculous occurrence outside the bounds of natural law, truly a divine sign. Or, it was something else entirely, something that ancient people could only describe in terms they understood, but which might have been an expression of advanced technology. The truth is, we may never know for certain what the Magi saw in the sky that night. But perhaps that's not the most important part of the story. What matters is that they saw something that compelled them to seek out truth, to journey far from home in pursuit of understanding. Their story reminds us that sometimes the most profound mysteries aren't just about finding answers, they're about asking the right questions. Were the Magi guided by a natural astronomical phenomenon? Was it truly a divine miracle? Or did they encounter something beyond ancient humanity's ability to comprehend? The evidence remains tantalizingly inconclusive. What we do know is that this event, whatever its true nature, changed the course of human history. And perhaps that's the greatest mystery of all. Watch our next video, where we explore another ancient mystery, the Book of Jubilees. You won't believe the secrets held in this banned ancient text. Why was this kept from us?